What is up, guys? hadourants coming back with a new video, and today I feel like ranting. Hadourants, that's the name of the segment, and this is my first one. Finally. Now, today's topic is why Mega Man, the Blue Bomber, not in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Okay, so 2009 was a year of Capcom. To be honest with you, it was kind of a year of Capcom, but it was starting slowly because Street Fighter 4 came out, vanilla, right? And when I picked up that game, I loved the game. It's just that a few characters were missing in the game, and I was hoping that there's an expansion for it, and it did. Super Street Fighter 4, right? And they brought 10 more characters, and I was pleased, and a lot of people were intrigued, were pleased with the way how the game was made, and it had great content to the game. Characters I loved: Cody, Guy, Dudley, Judy, Ibuki, so on and so forth, Makoto. So the game had really good response. And that was I really loved the way that Super Street Fighter 4 was made, especially with the replay channel. Great stuff. Now, this has nothing to do with the topic at hand, but it's something that I want to address. You know, the whole thing with Street Fighter. When Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was announced in 2009, late 2009, I think. Early 2009. I'm sorry, early 2009. Somewhere in the middle. When it was announced, I was like excited for the game. And they show a lot of, new stuff, new gameplay, character reveals, and so on and so forth. And I was very intrigued with the characters in the game. Now, Zero was announced, right, in that year, and I think it was announced somewhere in 2010, before the game was launched. But I was saying to myself, one or two things. I was saying to myself, Mega Man X should have been like the one announced before Zero, or if Zero was announced, Mega Man X needs to be in this game, should be announced. Guess what? Capcom stuck the middle finger and said, no, we're gonna launch this game with an incomplete, basically an incomplete project. They launched an incomplete project. There were missing characters in the game that were in the disc. Frank West, and I believe Dr. Octopus, if I'm not mistaken, and another character. I don't know who though. And basically, no Mega Man. So I was very upset about that. Zero was a name, which I was, very pleased. But Mega Man X, not in the game. Okay, whatever. I know there's gonna be like a expansion for this, because this is unfinished. And then we heard the announcement of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and of the saying that they're gonna have 10 more characters in the game, and I was like, okay, I expect Mega Man X in the game. When I went to shoryuken.com, one of my friends on YouTube sent me a link, and I was checking out the list of of characters that voted for this game. Excuse me 1 second. Alright, so the characters that were voted in the game, and I don't have the list of if I find that list, I gotta look for it everywhere. So, but I remember that the first name of that list was Mega Man X. And I was like, I know Mega Man X is going to be in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I have a feeling. But guess what? Capcom, a bunch of assholes who they are, decided not to have Mega Man X in the game. And they just completely ignored the list. They just completely did. And got a few characters that were cool and a few characters that were shit. Let's face it, alright? The characters that I'm talking about, you already know who it is. I don't want to say who. Not having Mega Man X in the game it pisses me off. I don't understand. I don't understand this. I mean, Capcom, they're basically on and off. Okay? Let me key points of on. Street Fighter 4 when it was announced, when it was launched. Great. Resident Evil 6, we just seen the trailer that I just posted on YouTube not too long ago. That was announced and it looks like it's looking great. Resident Evil 6, it looks like it's going to be a very, very well put together game, and it's going to sell very well. You could tell. Just Capcom. Oh, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That's another one that I was very skeptical of, but they're doing a lot better now. Like the way I feel like the game was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not so sure if I want to buy it because of the mechanics, but I understand now how this game is portrayed. That's another like a key factor of Capcom. They just banged a buck with that game. Now, if they had a Capcom vs. SNK 3, that's going to be huge for Capcom. Let me tell you. That's going to be huge because the first two games were beast. This one, I hope it's a lot better. But, now, the key points of off, like, that I just made a video not too long ago that I posted, the demise of DMC. That's right. Emo May Cry. That shitty game that Capcom decided to give some of the rights of DMC to Ninja Theory, a lackluster company that made two shitty games, Heavenly Sword and what's the other one? Vanguard. There we go. Vanguard. I think that's the name of the game. And come on, man. It's like that's huge. That's a very important game of your franchise, and that made your franchise what it is even more. And DMC looks like shit now. But I already stated my point. The point is that Mega Man. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention Mega Man Legends 3. I forgot. Mega Man Legends 3 was a very important game, and it should have finished the game, but it was cancelled. I mean, this is the point, people. I mean, Mega Man X not being the game in Mega Man, not Mega Man, but in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it's really like stupid. The reason why is because, like I said earlier, Keiji Inafune, right? That was the man responsible for Mega Man. The guy who started it all with Mega Man is not in Capcom. He left years ago, I believe. I don't know when specifically, but years ago. I don't have the details right now, but I mean, a guy who created a character for your company that made it successful, and when he left, it looks like you guys don't care about putting Mega Man X in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because the creator of Mega Man, Keiji Inafune, left, and probably the CEO of Capcom and the Capcom team are pissed about that, about Keiji Inafune leaving Capcom. And he left with a lot of great games. I believe he did. I'm not sure if he did Dead Rising. 1 and 2. I don't know, but I know that Keiji Inafune was a very important person in that company because of Mega Man. Because of Mega Man, he was very important. And Capcom doesn't give 3 shits about it. Yeah, sure, I know they put 0 because that is Keiji Inafune's creation. But Mega Man, the guy the main star of Mega Man Legends, Mega Man X, Mega Man 0, even though Mega Man 0 is more, Mega Man 0 is more of a star in the game, but who is, before 0? Mega Man. So, come on. This is ridiculous. And, I just tired of this shit, Tired of Capcom. Capcom are nothing but a bunch of, douchebag. Oh, there's so many. They're like, alright, how should I say this? Capcom are douchebag, Down syndrome, on and off, bunch of hicks that don't know what to do with their own franchises. That's what Capcom really is. Yeah, I know that my rant is a little weird, but I have to say it, okay? Because I'm tired of this crap. Capcom needs to be just 100% on the money than just being 50-50. 50 on the bad and 50, 100%. They gotta go 100% all the way. And Mega Man fans should be agreeing with me because Capcom don't give a shit about Mega Man. Don't give a damn about Mega Man. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is leave your comments down below or video response on me on this video on why, if you disagree or agree with me, that Mega Man is not in Capcom. I mean, I did a video years ago about why Ken is not in, why Ken should be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but now I'm pissed about why Mega Man is not in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I let you guys go now because I have stuff to do, and see ya.